home, sweetheart. I'm sorry we left things kind of a mess in here, but Keith and I had the most wonderful, most romantic night of our whole marriage. So, is there anything special you'd like to do today? What is it? What's the matter, Brandon? Did you open this?
It's from Dad. It's gone away.
Looks like you have your work cut out for you.
The bulk of the work is Michael's. I'm just a volunteer.
That won't last long. You'll get all caught up in it, just like when you were a kid. You were big on projects that started small and mushroomed into major extravaganzas. Never forget the time you turned our basement into a theater.
I didn't think you even knew I did that.
Of course I knew. How could I not know that you were casting a chorus line in my own basement?
And how come you never came to see a single performance?
I was very busy at the hospital at that time. Constantly on call. Come on, you know how that is.
Sure. Is there any time you need an excuse?
Were you under the impression that I came here to have a fight with you?
No. If you came to have one with Michael, I don't know when he's going to be back.
Would you please give him this?
What is it?
It's a donation for his new parish.
Ah, conscience money, huh?
I find it difficult to understand why both my children should question my every action.
Maybe we've learned from experience, Daddy.
Okay. In spite of my own feelings about it, I understand how important this parish is to Michael.
Do you think that a donation is going to change his feelings? Daddy, it's the way that you're so demanding that drives us both crazy.
I can't do anything about the way I am.
Sure you can. You can try to change. You can try to understand that Michael and I have our own lives
and you
to
can
live.
try to understand that I only want what's best for you. I'm a respected man. The only people that don't respect me are my own two children. Explain to me how that is my fault.
Would you lower your voice, Dad? This is a church.
Took one sick nut to pull this kind of stunt. I'd like to know how he got in here to do it.
Where are you, Eden? Where are they hiding you now?
How's Chip?
Oh, he's fine. I took him down to the beach for a little while. My mother's been taking real good care of him. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much.
You know, darling, for what it's worth, I am gonna find this guy.
He walked into our house, and he destroyed our home.
But he's not gonna destroy our lives, is he?
How are we gonna stop him? He just walked into
the
our
man
house.
is taking a lot of chances. He is bound to make a big mistake.
What mistake? He walked into our house. We put a sophisticated alarm system in, and it didn't even matter. It's not enough that he raped me. He won't let go. He's watching us. I want to drive you from your home.
No, don't be ridiculous. We always take Samantha for a walk on the beach in the morning.
You guys just make yourselves at home.
Okay, thanks.
I want to go home.
Well, we will. I told Boswell to call as soon as forensics is done, and I'll go over there and clean things up so we can...
No, I don't want you to clean it up first.
Well, I don't see any point in you seeing it again, darling, in the light of day, you know?
No, I have to see it. I ran away from it, and I hid from it. And that's exactly what he wanted me to do.
Well, I don't think you know what's going on in this man's mind.
Oh, of course I do. He wants to scare me. He calls me at my work. He calls me at home. He's got this thing where he thinks that will have power over me. It'll have power over us. Well, I want to go back to my house.
Of course, I'm sorry. If I could take you in my arms and wish this all away, I would. You know that.
Well, we can't run.
No. I just hate that this had to happen.
I feel so much anger and so much hatred for what he's done to me. And I'm so afraid that I am not going to have room for any of the good feelings anymore.
You know how lucky we are.
What officer are you talking to?
Both of you. You have this beautiful, beautiful baby, gorgeous girl. What? We're healthy. We're safe. We're together. When I think about Cruz and Eden and what they're going through, I don't know that I would have had the strength.
I don't think anybody knows how strong they are until they're tested.
In that case, I don't want to know.
You don't think you've been tested? Thought you've lost me twice? You, stood by me in the worst of times? I'd say that qualifies you as strong.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you. There's that look again.
What look?
Since you've been back, you have this strange look when you're watching Samantha and you're looking at me. What are you thinking about?
Just thinking about who I am. Who I really am.
That's a lot of money.
Well, I figured that you could use a few bucks for the restoration. Now that I see it, I realize you could use even more.
I can't accept it.
What do you mean you can't accept it?
Michael, don't you think you ought to think about this?
No, I don't need to think about it. Give it to the hospital clinic next door you tried to close.
I'm giving it to you, Michael.
No, you're not giving me anything. I know exactly what that is. That's just like all the checks you sent Mother. The amount of the money is equal to the amount of the guilt.
This doesn't represent guilt.
Oh, it's a payoff then? Because I told you that I don't need your advice, so you show up here with a small inducement?
You'd rather deny the people in this neighborhood than accept money from me, isn't that so?
You don't care about the people in this neighborhood. You only care about yourself. And I want you to understand something. You can't buy a family.
I just thought maybe you'd understand that this meant that I cared about what you do. Guess you don't.
Oh, Michael.
I don't want to talk about it.
You're just as
I don't
smart
want to
as
talk.
he is, Michael. You know Daddy. I don't know if Daddy will ever be able to come to us and admit that he needs us, but can't you be mature enough to admit that you love him? Michael, you're not only his son, you're a priest. You're supposed to be willing to forgive.
Fine, you forgive him. He didn't walk out on you.
Michael, what about your parish, huh? Can you really justify turning away that money?
I'll get the money somewhere else. If I accepted that money from him, it would taint everything that I am trying to do here. This is my family. He doesn't walk in here and buy in. He doesn't control me the way he controls you.
He doesn't control me.
Yes, he does. How about last night? Whose idea was that party?
I made a deal with him.
He's manipulated you.
I made a deal with him.
What kind of deal?
A deal that may just cost me everything.
Gina, my time with you has been the best of my life. Give Brandon a hug for me and tell him I couldn't have loved him more if he were my own son. And I hope he can forgive me for cutting out this way. This isn't goodbye. Love, Keith.
I heard him get into his car last night. When I came downstairs, I found the letter. I know I shouldn't have read it.
No,
but...
it's all right. It's all right.
Will he come back, Mom?
Yes. It says so in the letter. He promises that he will.
He could have taken this with him.
No, he couldn't. I know that he wanted to, but he knew that that would be no life for us.
Mom, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. We'll try to go on somehow. Keith was my strength. All the plans I had were for the three of us. And now with Keith gone, I don't know. I just don't know.
What are you talking about?
It's just that sometimes I literally don't know who I am. I look at you one day and it's like I've known you for 1,000 years. Next day, you're a mystery.
Well, I think all people feel that way sometimes when they're, or with the people that they're close to.
When I look at her sometimes, I can't tell where I stop and where she begins. Things seem so right sometimes, even things that shouldn't.
Like what?
Like my father. I never know what to expect from him. Used to be that the slightest word from him would set me off, but the other day in the wine vault, it was like I never had a better friend in the world.
That's good. I mean, that's nothing to be depressed about.
I used to be so sure about how I felt about him. Now I don't know what the hell's going on.
Listen, why don't you just relax a little bit and let your memories come back gradually? And tie yourself up in knots on a beautiful day like this.
It's a beautiful day.
You know something? They say that California doesn't have seasons, but somehow I can always tell when it's fall. Something in the air.
The winter's your favorite. Fireplaces.
Yeah, I love the winters. And from Thanksgiving to Christmas, I feel like a kid again. Speaking of which, this little one will actually have an idea of what Christmas is this time, and we're not going to have it without her, right?
Well, that's right. Last year, we were in the mountains with Chris.
Right, how can anyone forget? Most people don't get to spend Christmas with Santa Claus.
We tried to help him get out of jail.
Turns out he didn't need our help at all. It's a wonderful Christmas, Mason. I am gonna get Samantha ready because Mrs. Copp's supposed to pick her up, okay?
I'll be along in a few minutes.
Love you.
Too.
Say goodbye. Say bye-bye. Say bye.
We'll see you later. Chris.
Hello, Julia.
Chris! Oh, I don't believe this. We were just talking about you.
I know. I know.
Why didn't he tell us? Why didn't he let us help him?
He wanted to. He knew there was nothing we could do. So he simply did what he thought was best for us. You know, most people wouldn't believe this. Keith was a very unselfish man deep inside. Especially when it came to you and me. Wish people knew that about him. I mean, he was the most giving man I ever knew. I wish people knew him like we do.
He'll come back, Mom. When he gets out of this trouble, he'll come back. Mom, are we gonna be able to stay in this house? I know there's something in the letter about money Dad left us.
Yeah, the money.
I'll get
Sweetheart, no. Look, in the next couple of days, I want you to let me answer the phone and answer the door, okay? I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, Mrs. Timmons, you remember me. FBI.
Yes, I remember. Brandon, will you please go upstairs?
5 minutes. That is all I am asking.
And I'm telling you, orders are no press.
Will you give me a break? This is a very big story.
Anything for the ratings, right, Lydia?
Even you can appreciate the significance of what's happened here. If you
She
just
is
let
out
me
of her mind. You have no idea what she's been through, do you?
That's not true. I want to help.
Why don't you drop the pretense and just cop to it? It's obviously nothing to you that to violate our privacy, to abuse your relationship with your colleague, as long as you get the story. This woman is consumed. Human decency be damned. You'll excuse us if this is one part of this story we're going to keep to ourselves. I want it out of her face, Adrian. What have you got?
Well, we dusted everything. The only partial's on the doll.
What are the chances?
We're running it through the computer right now.
You searched this place thoroughly?
Well, he seemed to confine himself to this area right here.
That's not what I asked you.
Yes, we searched the whole house.
Good.
You really think she should be here?
If she wanted to be here, she can handle it.
I hope you're right.
Might have gotten a break this time. They found a print.
I want him to die. And I want to kill him myself.
Why don't you go upstairs and take a nap, darling, while I clean this up?
No. I think I really should talk to Lydia.
What?
She's not going to give up. She's going to do a story whether you or I like it or not.
The last thing in the world you need to do is to talk to that woman right now.
This man has raped another woman. He is focusing on me. He has an obsession with blondes. It is important that we warn the public that he's out there.
Lydia warned the public. You don't have to put yourself through this again. There's no good reason for you to do that.
Well, it's something I'm going to do.
So can we finish this?
No, yeah, we'll finish. Look, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm biting your head off. There's no evidence that that alarm was tampered with.
Yeah.
The circuit was not broken. Now, you want to tell me how in the hell he got in this house without setting the thing off?
This creep's smarter than we thought.
No, just because he knows electronics does not make him smart.
Despite what Cruz thinks, I would rather have this rapist behind bars than have a story. And I hope you know that.
Are you all right? I heard this guy was here again.
Yeah, he was. I'm fine.
What about the baby?
Baby's fine.
This guy Cruz told me. I'm so happy for the two of you.
Well, listen, he's inside if you'd like to go on in.
Yeah, thanks.
You're having a baby?
Yeah. And listen, that's off the record, Lydia.
Of course.
Yeah, we're really happy about it.
Well, congratulations to both of you.
Listen, I'll be watching. So please, don't try to play any games with this, okay?
Of course not.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Mason. Well, it's just a few days before the Christmas rush, so I thought I'd drop by and see you two before it got a little too hectic. Yes. Oh, I must say that beautiful girl of yours is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Mrs. Cobb's car. Let me go take Samantha out there. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't go away.
I won't.
Okay.
Well, somehow I get the feeling that your being here today isn't an accident.
Well, I kind of sensed that you wanted to talk. Was that right?
I don't know what there is to talk about.
Well, perhaps maybe you'd like to ask me a couple of questions, then.
Well, no, I like to be surprised at Christmas.
I'm seeing a side of you, Mason, I've never seen before.
Well, I guess everybody's a little different around the holidays.
You're trying to understand something that disturbs you. The problem is that you're looking at every place but the right place. You see, there's a simple solution to your problem. All you have to do is look inside yourself, Sonny.
How did you know I...
Where'd he go?
Well, he's standing right... This is turning into a very weird day.
It's a wonderful day.
I'm not so sure. I wish I was still drinking. I sure could use one now.
I told you I don't have any idea.
Oh, he must have told you where he was going. You're his wife, aren't you?
Yes, I'm his wife, but he didn't tell me anything.
No address, no plans to meet later?
No.
I think you'd be pretty upset if he dumped you.
He didn't dump me. He didn't have any choice.
Why? Because of what he stole?
I don't know anything about anything he stole.
Look, if you insist on covering for your husband, I'm going to have no choice but to arrest you for aiding and abetting. Hey, now, where's that going to leave your kid, huh?
Don't you dare threaten me. I haven't done anything wrong. And I know that Keith would never implicate me in anything. You jerks won't even tell me what you're charging him with.
Ooh, now, well, what do we have here? Hey, give me that envelope. That is evidence.
You're going to choke yourself. Don't.
You destroy that letter, and I promise you'll go to jail. Dearest Gina, writing this letter is probably the hardest thing I'll ever have to do.
It is possible with the right equipment to break the code on this system.
How long would it take to run through all the possible combinations?
This system, someone who knows what he's doing, 3 to 5 seconds max.
So you've used that kind of equipment before?
Yeah, well, Special Forces training goes a long way. Why do you ask?
You know, we may be giving this guy too much credit. He could have copped the damn code from the security company.
Maybe. I'll check it out. It's the same company we used for security on the Capitol Hotel.
Good idea. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll let you know what I find.
You know, one of our men should be checking that out.
And who do you suggest we use, Vic? Kane will do a good job, and he will save us manpower we could better put somewhere else.
Hello? Yes, hold on just a moment.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I know where it is. I'm on my way. That was forensics. They got an ID on that print. Guy's in Ventura. He's got a rap sheet a mile long. Almost all of it is sexual misconduct.
Sounds like our boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Avery and go up there and pick him up. You take Eden over to her father's house. You get this place cleaned up and don't let her out of your sight.
You sure you want to handle this cruise? Last thing anybody wants right now is to lose this guy on a technicality.
There won't be any mistakes, Vic.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hi.
Victoria, good evening. Come in.
Thank you.
Oh, hard for me to believe that a woman could look quite so stunning on such short notice.
Thank you again.
Dinner should be here soon. I took the liberty of ordering for both of us. I thought maybe we could eat right here if that's okay with you.
Perfectly fine.
Good. And I have a bottle of nicely chilled champagne.
Arthur, I would prefer to have
Oh,
some,
no. Would I forget? And pour vous, mademoiselle, a fine Chateauneuf du Club Soda.
Merci beaucoup.
Ah.
Arthur, are you okay?
Sure, I'm okay. Why do you ask?
Well, you sounded, I don't know, on the phone you sounded a little bit down. And now you're doing everything so perfectly and saying everything so perfectly. I'm afraid you are trying to avoid thinking about something.
Very perceptive of you. I like that. As long as it doesn't mean you're going to look behind my facades.
No, it's that old acting technique. I used to have to collect facades for characters.
Well, tell the truth, I didn't really like putting on an act with you anyway. Maybe I should just take a shot at being myself.
Your secret is safe with me.
I suppose that means admitting what's behind the facade, huh?
Only if you want to.
Well, it's really nothing very fancy. Just your basic garden variety brand of loneliness.
I never would have thought that you were lonely. I mean, every time I see you, you're surrounded by people.
I have a lot of colleagues that I hang out with at the club, acquaintances I socialize with. But sometimes you feel that you really need someone closer, a real friend, a family.
I know the feeling.
Thanks for being here.
Two friends. Having one and being one.
If it's our friend, keep him talking as long as you can. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
How's it going, beautiful?
Why are you calling me?
Come on. You know why I'm calling. I wanted to see how you liked what I did to your place last night.
How do you think I liked it?
I think you were scared at first. Then I think it brought back memories of that night, and you found yourself getting all excited.
No. No, you listen to me.
Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
So talk to me.
I think that you need to know that you are very sick and that you need to get professional help and talk to somebody, because then you wouldn't hurt anybody else. And if you talk to somebody that you can deal with.
I'm afraid that's the end of your public service announcement. Don't think I don't know what you're doing, baby. But it's not going to work. But it's been fun.
Damn. All we needed was 10 more seconds.
He knows everything.
We almost had him. Well, look at it this way. He's probably calling from home. Cruz and his men should be getting there any second now.
No, I don't think he's our man. What about that other guy? Yeah, can you do that for me? No, I'll hold.
Sorry to bother you.
You don't knock?
Well, you see, I heard that Cruz had asked you to check on how someone might break a security code, so I thought maybe I'd do a follow-up.
I have nothing to say to reporters.
Well, if there are women out there feeling safe because they've got alarm systems, don't you think they have a right to know if they could be easily broken?
Look, I don't know if that's the case, so why cause undue panic?
Isn't it rather unusual for a private detective to have such an inside track on an investigation like this?
Cruz and Eden are very good friends of mine. I know a little about this. I'm just trying to help. Yeah, no, I'm still here. No, it doesn't sound like you have any security breaches on that end. He must have broken through the way I thought he did. Look, thanks, Charlie. Yeah.
No luck? So, in your professional opinion, do you think that this case will be solved soon?
That depends on whether this guy wants to be caught.
Why would he want to get caught?
Maybe he wants someone to stop him. He's playing a game with all this, and we're all playing along. But I think he wants his game to end. He wants it all over with.
Michael?
Hi.
Hi.
You're acting like you're supposed to see me here.
Actually, I am. I thought maybe you had a meeting with the city council about the new parish.
Oh, no, they postponed that. I could leave.
No, it's just, I was just a little surprised, you know, when you walk into the place, you don't expect to see them, but then you'd forget it. I came here to help out.
Oh, what would you like to do?
Well, whatever you need me to do. I'm not particular, and I'm not particularly very good, but there's no charge for my labor.
Well, I was trying to finish up the painting.
Painting, that happens to be my area of expertise. Where do you want me to begin here?
Be my guest.
Are you just going to supervise, or are you actually going to work?
I can see we're going to get a lot of work done with you.
I don't see a warrant, but what I do see is harassment of a woman and her minor son by a government agency.
I have every right to be
You have
here.
no rights here without due cause, and unless you want to get slapped with a civil suit, I suggest you vacate the premises immediately.
I'll be back.
Hey, wait, what about the money? The money's mine.
Hey, this money, which was hidden, is evidence. If I were you, I wouldn't be too quick to claim it.
You want to tell me what the hell is going on here?
My whole life is falling apart. That's what's going on.
What would you have done if I hadn't been there when you called? That fellow's ready to haul you in.
He doesn't want me. He wants Keith.
And where is Keith?
Gone. I don't know. I told you that on the phone.
You mean he just ran out on you?
He didn't run out on me. He was trying to protect me. He was doing what he thought was best. And by the way, he's not my brother.
Hell, I know that. What kind of idiot do you think I am?
Well, if you knew it, why didn't you say something?
I figured I'd just wait and see how long it took you to get around to telling me. Considering how you were leading me on, I figured he couldn't mean that much to you anyway.
Well, you figured wrong. He means everything to me.
Well, I'm sorry he's gone. What was the problem?
Look, I don't know, and I don't want to get into it with you right now.
All right, well, then we'll just get into something else then. How about that, Gina? You lied to me about Keith. You want to tell me what else you lied about?
I didn't lie to you about anything else.
No? You didn't lie to me about who I am?
You told me who you are. You said you were Sonny Sprocket. That's who you are.
Am I, Gina? Is that who I am? Or am I somebody else?
Freeze. I said freeze! What the hell is this about? It's the damn business. You spread your legs. Business. I pay the taxes here. I pay the rent. Spread them.
You have the right to remain silent.
You cut the rights. I don't need that.
You waiving your rights?
I'm waiving. I haven't done anything wrong here.
Big mistake, pal. You got a print off that doll you left in my house.
You have any idea how many years you get for rape in this state?
Rape? Are you crazy? I sell this stuff.
Take them in and book them, Avery.
Need a few more seconds. Just remember, this guy can't hurt you on the telephone.
Hello?
I thought about it, Eden, and I hate the way you talked to me before. It made me very angry.
I was only trying...
You don't have any right to talk to me that way. And I know deep down you don't even mean it. You're trying to convince yourself that you hate me and that you hate what happened that night. But it just isn't true. Don't forget I was there. I know what happened. And I know that you enjoyed it. In fact, I think you'd like for it to happen all over again.
No!
That's why you keep coming back to the house. You want me to come back for you. You want me to come back for you.
No. No!
Well, I'm not going to disappoint you, Eden. I will come back for you. And we'll have another night just like before. Just you and me. Just like it was before.
At any rate, I came home from the medical center one day and my wife was gone. She was gone. She'd taken Michael with her. Although I have a feeling that Michael wanted to go. I said to myself, no problem, hey, fine. I can handle it. And I suppose I did handle it in my own way. Although it cut a whole lot deeper than I ever thought it could.
Is that why you came to Santa Barbara, to be close to your children?
Definitely. I want you to know that I walked away from a very lucrative and prosperous career back there. Because one day I woke up and I said to myself, I have got to be close to my children. And time is not something I have an unlimited supply of. Don't make the same mistake. Don't wait too long to get your son back.
Oh, I see my son all the time. He's staying with his grandmother.
I just wish that I'd made fewer mistakes as a father. I can tell you it is a whole lot easier knowing what is right as a doctor than as a parent.
Oh, but being a parent is wonderful in spite of all the uncertainty. I don't want my baby. I want to watch him grow up.
You will. You will. You will have that privilege and you will have that happiness.
Expert at this.
You filing a complaint?
Well, this isn't the first blotch on this piece of glass.
It's the overall design. It's the look I'm going for.
Right. Oh, you know, I wanted to show you something. I think this single-handedly will turn this place into a church. Now, tell me if I made a mistake.
You paid for that?
Hey, come on, don't be cruel. This is second-hand.
It's like there were more than two hands playing on that thing.
All right, so it was third or fourth hand. It's got a nice frontier tone.
I'm not dressed for a service. Do you know anything that we can paint to here? That's good.
Whoa, I got you, I got you. Yeah?
I've been remembering too many things. I remember exactly what Julie and me did for Christmas last year. There's no way you could have known that. I had genuine affection for Cece down in that wine vault. That had nothing to do with anything you said. That was something I remembered.
I don't care, Sonny. It doesn't mean anything to me. My whole life crumbled today. I don't have to listen to this.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to. I'm real sorry that Keith picked a day to dump you, but I want some answers. Because when I'm with Julia and that kid, I don't feel like Sonny all the time. I feel like somebody else.
Okay, fine. You're Joe Smith. You're John Doe.
No, Gina. You got me over there pretending to be Mason and pretending to be Samantha's father. Now, I see that little girl, and I am her father.
What do you want from me?
I want to see the real Mason Capwell. I want to see him now. Because if there isn't a real Mason Capwell, then that can only mean one thing. And that's the one thing in this old world that I'm afraid of.
So when do you want me there? When would you like us to have another evening together? I know that's what you want.
Why are you doing this to me? Are you listening to me? Why are you doing this to me?
Better the second time. I can promise you that.
Stop it. You're never going...
And when that time comes, when I'm there with you.
Sort of corny.
I'll be there for you, Eden. I'm coming for you.
Boswell? Boswell?
Saturday night, the baseball action's live from LA's Dodger Stadium as power hitter Jose Canseco leads the Oakland Athletics against Mike Marshall and Kirk Gibson and the Dodger Ball Club. Marv Albert and Bob Costas host the pregame show with Vin Scully and Joe Garagiola bringing you the colorful play-by-play commentary. The World Series, only on NBC.